People, what we see. You gotta love it. It is. I mean, come on. I am tired of it personally. I mean, enough is enough. Get these people in our rearview mirror and get them the heck out of our way so we can get this country moving again, right? Exactly. And there's a whole bunch of, there's a lot of good signs going on. A lot of the polls are, Ohio is going to win big, big, big for Donald Trump. Ohio is going to win big. I hate having my back to people. How's everybody back here doing? Good? Woo! I love it. I love it. I spent nearly 3.5 decades serving our country in uniform, and I will tell you, thank you. Thank you. Our veterans are getting worse treatment than the illegal immigrants coming into this country. Exactly. I mean, it's terrible. It is absolutely terrible what we see, what's happening to our veterans. I mean, and it's just it's unreal to me that we see these kinds of things going on where we're waiting in line. People can't get the kinds of medicines they need. They can't be taken care of. Our country should be showing our veterans a lot better care than what they're getting right now. When we think about Hillary Clinton, she breaks things. She fails at what she does. I mean, I could go rhyme and verse. You're talking about everything from the Russian reset, Libya, the rise of ISIS, what's going on in Yemen, the Iranian nuclear deal. I mean, she actually led the effort, the initial effort for the Iranian nuclear deal. Now think about that for a second. Iran is the leading state sponsor of terrorism, and our country gave the leading state sponsor of terrorism a path to a nuclear weapon. Give me a break. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. She's the architect. She is the architect of failure. I mean, everything that she touches just is a disaster. When you look around the world, when you look around the country and the kinds of things that we are having a difficult time with. And I'll tell you, the jobs in this country, illegal immigration, we don't even know how many illegal immigrants we have in this country. We don't even know it. I mean, we think it's 12 million, could be 15 million, could be 20 million illegal immigrants in this country now. Our country doesn't even know how many we have, and that's a problem. That's a big problem. We don't, and that's a great point. So, because a lot of people will talk about the temperament, Mr. Trump's temperament. I will tell you, you know what his temperament is? His temperament is a temperament of winning, and it's about winning. I love it. How you doing? I got some friends here. I love having served in the military, because in the military it doesn't make any difference. You can have long breaks in contact, and when you see somebody again, maybe 10, 15 years later, it's like old home week. It's like brothers or sisters again, and it's an unreal feeling. So thank you for all the veterans, all of our military, all of the men and women who serve in our law enforcement. We have unbelievable people in our country, and we need to tap into that potential. One of the things that I like to talk about in these kinds of things is that, it's why am I here? Why do I stand here? And I'll tell you what. I mean, I've spent my entire adult life serving this country, and I love it. I miss it. I miss every day of being in uniform. But when I look at, I have a couple of children, and I have a couple of grandchildren, and I will tell you, and everybody in this room that's about my age and older knows this. You all know this. That this is sort of our time. This is going to be our last shot with this particular direction that our country's going. Because if we don't get this one right, we don't get this election right, and that's why I say this election is about the heart and soul of the United States of America, then our children and our grandchildren are going to be affected, and they don't even know it yet. They don't even know it. So we have got to get this one right. So in 12 days or whatever, you make sure you get out and you vote for Donald Trump to be the next president of the United States of America. I mean, look at these beautiful children right here. You know, raise those kids up. Hold them up high. You know, both that nice, two little beautiful, look at these beautiful children. I mean, they don't even know. They don't even know. But this is not, you know, we've been around for a couple of 100 years, but I will tell you, it can be taken from us just like that. Trust me, there is evil around the world. There's evil in this country. And it's for children like these great, beautiful children. That's why we have to get this election right. I mean, this is unbelievable. And you all know this. I mean, everybody out here, you know what I'm saying is right. This is so important. I mean, think about the Supreme Court of the United States of America. The Supreme Court of the United States of America, if God forbid, if Hillary Clinton gets into the presidency and she takes 2 or 3 of those Supreme Court justices, you can forget about the direction of our Constitution. You're going to forget about some of the amendments, like the freedom to bear arms, right? I mean, unbelievable. You can forget about those things. The health care, look at the disaster of the health care bill that's happening right now. You're seeing it. I mean, where the prices are going up on Obamacare. I mean, what a disaster. I mean, it's unreal. It is unreal. So the kinds of things that Donald Trump's talking about, you know, and he'll say this again, and I think it's a great line. He says the 3 most beautiful words in the English language are jobs, jobs, and more jobs, right? Exactly. And also, because I love talking about our military, when he talks about our military, trust me, our military is depleted. Our military is not as ready, they're not as modern, they're not as capable as they once were. We still have, thank God, we have the best men and women serving. We have these incredible human beings that still decide to join our armed forces to go do things that most people wouldn't even imagine doing. But they're not getting the equipment, they're not getting the resources, and frankly, they're being deployed far too often for reasons that none of us understand. So our military needs to be strengthened immediately, and Donald Trump's going to do that. Exactly. Yeah, drain and hashtag drain that swamp, drain the swamp. Hashtag drain the swamp. That's right. And the other is hashtag make America great again. MAGA, do that. I mean, this is an unbelievable time for our country. That's an interesting sign you got out there. It's quite the sign. As I look around. So, hey, I'm really up here just to kind of help out, and I will tell you that for me, you know, the last time that I was involved in politics was when I was in high school. We have an unbelievable cesspool inside of Washington, D.C., inside of the bubble of Washington, D.C. And there's one thing, a big thing that Donald Trump has put his finger on, and that is the underappreciated people of this country. And why I'm telling you, Washington, D.C. does not appreciate the people of this country. They'll come in here and they're going to ask you for this, ask you for that, ask you for your vote, and then they'll take your money and they'll give you back nothing. They will give you back nothing. We have got, I mean, our country, our Constitution, and our country is about individual liberty. Our country is about individual liberty, individual rights. And that's what makes us so strong. It's not about the rights of our government. It's not about the rights of our government. It's not about what our government wants. It's what the people want. And that's what our country is based on. And so you know what the people want? The people want change. People want big change. And the people want a guy like Donald J. Trump to be the next president of the United States. So thank you so much. Thank you very much, folks. Appreciate all you're doing. Thank you so much for your support, and God bless America. Thank you.